What's good, nation? Welcome back. Chef Mike here with my brother Freddie. How you doing, bud?
What's up?
Cool. Today we're gonna go back into a breakfast. We're gonna make some breakfast pizza. Have you ever had breakfast pizza before?
Can't say I have.
Awesome. So we're gonna make our dough from scratch. We're gonna show you how to do that. You could top it with several different things, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. We'll make some fresh salsa. We're gonna cook some over easy eggs, put them on top. It's gonna be delicious. So I'll have you back here in a second and be ready to taste.
Sweet.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a little bit of active dry yeast. So you got 1 tablespoon of that, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of honey to sweeten it up a little bit. Oops. 1 tablespoon, not 1 teaspoon. Then you want some really warm water. Okay, so now you just want to let this sit for about 5 minutes and let the yeast activate. And once it comes to that, we're going to go into the mixer. We have a KitchenAid here. We're going to use this. We got flour, some olive oil, some salt. We're just going to add a couple of ingredients. We're going to make our dough, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Now we just want to mix this up really good to make sure everything's dissolved in here. So all the sugar, you can definitely feel it if it's not. You just want to mix it all up really good. All right, perfect. I'm going to go right into the mixing bowl here. And to this, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of oil, olive oil. A little bit of Italian seasoning. And some salt. Perfect. Then we're going to go in. We're going to start mixing this on slow. So we're going to put it on number 2. Let's mix. We're going to go in with our flour. I'm going to start off with about 2.5 cups of flour. We want this to mix so it actually unsticks from the sides. Once it's done sticking from the sides, then you know that you got your doughs ready. 2.5. We're gonna let that mix for a little bit. Once it gets incorporated, then we'll turn it on low and let it mix for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then we'll pull it out and we'll put it in a bowl. So we'll be right back. Now you see it's starting to come away from the actual bowl. I'm just gonna add a little bit more flour and just let it keep going. Once it gets fully mixed, it's just gonna be into a nice little ball, and then we'll throw it into a bowl. All right, our dough is almost ready, so I'm gonna get a little bit of this olive oil here and go around our bowl. Just gonna move that around so it doesn't stick in here. Shut this guy off here. Let's dough out. Dough came out perfect. So now we gotta let this rest. It's gotta sit in this bowl for like 45 minutes to an hour before we can use it. You're gonna see it double its size. Perfect. So we're just gonna set it in the bowl. Like I said, you can cover it too if you want. I usually cover mine with a little bit of cellophane, set it on the table, just let it at room temperature, and we'll be back here in about an hour and we'll make some pizza. All right, we're back. So while the dough is rising, we're gonna go ahead and make our salsa. So our salsa is gonna be like our pizza sauce. It's gonna be the base on it. So we're just gonna make a simple salsa. You don't need to get extravagant with this. I'm just gonna use some tomatoes. I got some jalapenos and some green onion and cilantro. So we're just gonna coarse chop these because they're gonna go right into the Ninja blender here. Got 2 cans of diced tomatoes as well. So go right in there. Perfect. Jalapenos, if you want it spicy, keep the seeds in there. If you don't want it spicy, you can take the seeds out. I like them in. Got 2 cloves of garlic here. I know it's going to go through the processor, but I want to make sure it's fine because nothing worse than biting into a really big chunk of garlic. So I'm just going to dice it up really fine. Toss that in there. Some fresh cilantro. I'm gonna go in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna close the lid on this and let it pulse for a couple times, so that way we can get it incorporated. All right, I'm gonna go grab some limes and I'll be right back and we'll show you how this thing ends. Got a couple limes here and a lemon. Just gonna squish that right into here. And seasonings I'm using just real simple: salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. I'm not going to add all this to it right away. I just kind of want to mix it first and make sure I have enough. Sometimes a little bit of lime goes a long way, so we're going to taste it first. So put that there, and let's go with some salt. Just got some regular Himalayan salt. A bit of granulated garlic. Some black pepper. Put this lid back on here. Okay, get rid of all this stuff here. We're gonna go ahead and cut up some of our green onions. We're gonna add those to our salsa. We'll give that one more mix, and then we'll taste it to see if we got enough salt and lime. All right. If you want to take a look at that, it looks really delicious. We're going to set this aside, let it chill, taste it. It's perfect. All right, I'm going to turn this off. and we'll be back to assemble the pizza. All right, so we're back. We're gonna go ahead and cook some eggs to go on top of our pizza. I'm gonna spray a little bit of, got my little ring here. We're gonna put these right in here. I want them to look uniform. I'm just gonna do that, put a little bit of salt and pepper in here. I wanna cook these till they're just about over easy, because I'm gonna finish them in the oven once I top them with cheese. So I'm gonna cook a few of these, and put them on a plate, let them cool down for a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Take a look at that dough, how much it's rose. It's actually perfect now. So we're gonna go ahead and put it down here. We're gonna shape this guy. Okay, roll it in. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour down so it doesn't stick. I just wanna shape this to the size of my pizza. Little ceramic thing I got here. Pampered Chef. I love this guy, that's perfect for pizzas. This one you can use on this dough. You can actually make 2 pizzas with this if you want to make a thin crust. This one's a little bit thicker. I want a little thicker crust on this one. I got my oven already set to 450. We're gonna go in there. So let's set this right on here. Move this out of the way for you. Assemble this pizza. So I just want to shape this just like this little tray here. This is going to cook fairly fast, usually about 12 minutes. At 450 should be good. Perfect. Now we're going to go in with our ingredients. Got our fresh salsa here. So keep in mind, salsa has a lot of water in it, a lot of liquid. So I don't want to put too much on there. I just kind of want to get that flavor all over, because you can add some extra salsa later when you're eating it. But you just want all that, the bottom to be covered. So you don't want to put too much. Put too much salsa, it's going to turn out really watery and everything will be really wet on the top. You don't want that. You want it to cook right. Like so. Okay, I'm going to put on some cheese. I got some pizza cheese. It's got some mozzarella in it, a little bit of cheddar. Dump it all in there. You can never go wrong with too much cheese. Spin it around. Now I went ahead and pre-cooked some sausage and some bacon. So that's going to be our toppings. You can use ham, you can do a lot of different things too. If you watched my other video where we made the breakfast sausage gravy, you can actually use that sausage gravy as a sauce on this too. It comes out really good. It's kind of like eating biscuits and gravy on a pizza. It's amazing. All right, we got it just like that. The eggs I cooked, we're gonna add those a little bit later. Like I said, that's why I cooked them to a nice medium or almost over easy. So that way when we put them back on here for a little bit, they'll finish cooking through. So we'll be back here in a minute. I'm gonna put this in the oven for about 12 minutes. All right, guys, we're back. Check out how beautiful this pizza came out. I'm gonna cut this guy up. Get my brother fed. He's been waiting for a while.
Looks good.
All right. Let's get you a nice piece here. All right, so let's get all this stuff here and let's go ahead and add some of your favorite sauce.
Some tapatio.
Whatever you do, don't eat this right out of the oven too. Don't want to burn your mouth. We made sure we cooled it down for him. All right, bud, dig in.
All right, first time trying. Never knew you could put an egg on a pizza before, but let's try.
So what's the flavor you got going on there?
There's all kinds of different flavors in it. Definitely taste the bacon, taste the sausage, egg. The dough is really fluffy. Amazing.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna let him continue to dig in, and you guys, thanks for coming again, and hit that subscribe button so that way we can get some more likes and we'll keep rolling in more food for you. You guys have a great day.